Hi, I'm Brianna, and today is June 7th. So I have had my Bell's palsy for almost 5 months now, since I was diagnosed on January 19. As you can see, I'm doing much better. About a month ago, then I started really noticing the improvement. So I'd had my Bell's palsy for about 3.5 months or so. Now I can blink my eye, which is a big accomplishment because it's something that we've been waiting for a while to do, and the eye was kind of the main concern for a while. My eyes do blink at different times now, but I think with time it'll catch up and they'll blink at the same time. Another something that's kind of unusual that I've actually heard a couple other Bell's palsy patients have also had, but not everyone, is that my eye does water a lot when I eat now, which I find kind of unusual. It's something to laugh about. When I'm out at a restaurant or something, then my eye is just like crying. I think it's funny. Sometimes it's kind of annoying. And I get a lot of looks like, is everything okay here? But it's just something to laugh about. It's funny. And I'm just so happy that my face and my eye are improving. This is my smile now. So it's much better. It's not 100%, but I'd put it at probably 70% better now. And this is my surprised face. This is my stressed face. This is my kissy face. I still can't whistle. But I'm just happy that my face is doing so much better, and a lot of my facial expressions are obviously much better. If you didn't know me, then you might not even notice that I had Bell's palsy. Some people have told me that. I notice the differences now, and the people that know me really well, or the people that know that I have Bell's palsy, they can notice it, but I don't think it's as noticeable anymore, definitely. As you can see, if you've seen some of my other videos, then there's much more life in my face, and it's not so droopy and dead looking, which I'm very excited about. I actually had the privilege to speak at my high school graduation, which was just a couple weeks ago. And my face had some life in it, and it wasn't so droopy, and I was just so excited about that, especially since it was in front of such a large audience. And my Bell's palsy actually tied into the topic that I was assigned. And it was just such a blessing for me to be able to talk to other people about it and how it's impacted my life, especially in this last year, since it was my senior year in high school, which is a really big year. My eye and my face actually started to see some improvements right before my senior prom, which I was very excited about. When I first started noticing the improvements, it wasn't very dramatic, and it wasn't pins and needles, and it wasn't a immediate one-day thing. So if you have Bell's palsy and you're waiting on your healing, it's a gradual process, or at least it was for me. I started noticing that my eye would kind of get squinty, and the corner of my mouth could kind of pull up. And a lot of people that I tried to show, and I was like, look at my face, it's starting to move. They kind of thought that it was wishful thinking at first, because I was able to notice the small differences, and they weren't quite yet. But a couple weeks later, then they kind of started noticing the improvements as well. Like, hey, your eye just blinked, and I'm really excited about the improvements that my face has been making. Now that I'm healing, I have heard a lot of warnings from other people who have had Bell's palsy and from doctors to avoid the cold, because cold makes your muscles shrink, and since my muscles aren't really trained yet all the way, then they don't always remember to expand when they get warm again. So if you have Bell's palsy, I would pass along the advice to stay away from cold and from wind, like when you have the window rolled down in the car and stuff like that. I haven't been to the chiropractor lately because she just gave me a bunch of vitamins, which I'm continuing to take, and I still do some craniosacral therapy on my own. I also graduated from physical therapy. Since my muscles, I can pretty much move all the muscles in my face on my own now, so I don't need the electric stimulator to stimulate them anymore to remind them how to work. I continue to take the vitamins from the chiropractor because I started seeing the most improvement about 2 weeks after I started taking them. And if they contributed to my healing, then I'm just going to keep on taking them. as you can see, I'm doing tons better right now. So I just want to thank all of you for all of your thoughts and your prayers, and for all of you who have messaged me to talk about the Bell's palsy that we're sharing right now. And yeah, I'd just like to thank you all so much for your prayers, and I could not have done it without the prayers for strength and for comfort, because God has truly answered them, and He's just been right there alongside of me the whole time, and now He's giving me healing. Thank you so much.